This video is a step-by-step guide on how to make an 18650 spot welder for making battery packs. I'll first of all go through which components are required. The first thing required is two 1/2 meter lengths of 25mm meter tails. The second thing is a ring terminal that will take a 25mm cable. You'll also need 1 meter length of this is 0.75 2-core cable. This is a momentary switch, which is important because it has to be a momentary switch. It can't be just a normal switch. Momentary switch just puts it on for as long as you press it, which is important for this. You need some terminal block. This is just one bit of 3 amp terminal block. This is a 60 amp terminal block. You need 2 battery connectors for putting on the car battery. You need 2 nails. The tops have been cut off these, but yeah, you need 2 copper nails. Copper nails are the best for this. And you need a solenoid. This is like a motorbike solenoid. And the only other thing you require is a car battery. The battery I used is a bullet bat. Got it direct from the manufacturers. It's 35 amp hours and 330 cca. Actually all the cables and connectors, I got a kit off eBay which I'll put a link on, but basically this kit included all the cables and connectors but didn't come with the solenoid or the battery, but it has everything else cable wise for making this kit and connector wise. I'll put a link up for this kit on eBay and also the solenoid and possibly the battery as well. So the first thing you want to do is strip each side of the positive meter tail cable to probably about 15mm. Once you've done that, put the ring connector on one side, then just use a hammer to secure it into place. After you've got the connector terminated, what you want to do is put the ring connector on the solenoid. So basically you just use the nut to secure it to the solenoid. Make sure it's like this. Once you've done that, you want to be putting this battery connector on. Make sure it's facing this way. It just makes things easier. So you don't need any bolts or anything on the actual solenoid. Just push this into here, then just screw it down to secure it in place. The next thing you want to do is connect the positive control cable for the solenoid to the positive battery terminal. I just wrapped it around the screw, then screwed it down because at the side it's a bit too big and it will probably come out. Next thing you want to do is connect the negative cable of the solenoid control to the positive cable of the 1 meter length of 0.75 twin core cable. This is probably stripped to about 300mm. It needs to have quite a bit room just for manoeuvre. So yeah, about 300mm. So yeah, just connect this using the 3 amp terminal block. Next thing is to connect the positive and negative cables of the 0.75mm cable to the momentary switch. I would suggest soldering these in and make sure these don't touch so they don't bypass the switch. You could possibly even use little spade connectors. But yeah, it's this end of the cable, because we're keeping this free for another connection. And obviously the positive is connected to the solenoid. The next thing you want to do is connect the negative meter tail cable to the negative battery terminal, and also connect the negative 2-core cable, negative side, to the negative battery terminal. So this is the one you've connected the switch to. Yeah, so just connect the negative just like before. Use wrap it around the screw for this cable, and just screw this one in. So now one of the last things you need to do is just put these ends of the meter cable, meter tails, into the 60 amp terminal block, and then put the 2 copper nails in the bottom to make the electrodes. I'd already cut the tops off the nails, so you basically just need to get copper nails, cut the tops off, and screw them in here. You possibly might need to try to get them a bit closer together, because you don't want them touching, but you want them quite close together, so it just makes the weld quite good. So it's very simple, just screw these 2 bits in, and these bits in the bottom, and that's it, pretty much assembled. So we'll just put it on the battery now. So just a quick explanation on how this works really. The solenoid has got 2 sides. It's got the switching / control side, I guess you would call it, and the side that lets the current through. And we've got both sides connected to the same battery. But how it works is, obviously we've got this control switch here. So we've got this side, control side, connected to the solenoid, and this other control side comes down here, goes to the switch. So obviously this is the power coming from the switch, coming from the positive side of the battery through the solenoid. Then when you press this, it basically completes the circuit between negative and positive, and switches the solenoid on, and it obviously allows this side with the thick cables to make the weld. So it's a very useful thing. If you have any comments or anything, just ask. I'll put the links to the cable and connector kit, plus the solenoid, and plus the battery as well. I think the cable kit and connector kit, that costs $17.99 plus postage. The solenoid was $7.99, and the battery was something like $25. But a lot of people have batteries lying around. Just one thing I would make sure is try to get one with a CCA of a similar. You're probably okay to go up to about 400, but if you go too high, then it can actually just blow the welds and possibly damage the solenoid. So it's best around, I would say, have them on 300 to 400 CCA. Yeah, but that's it, and thank you for watching, and just make any comments if you want.